Okay, so get this, learning about the solar system, but with a virtual Neil deGrasse Tyson right there as your guide.
Wow.
That's just one of the possibilities that EON Reality is unlocking with their latest announcement, EON Mentor XR.
Right.
And they're really known for pushing those boundaries of AI and XR tech in education.
Yeah.
But this is like
It
a
really
giant leap forward.
it really does feel like we're moving beyond just like adding tech to classrooms.
Yeah.
EON Mentor XR is about creating entirely new learning experiences.
Yeah.
Almost like stepping into...
It's like an educational video game.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm hooked already. Give me the rundown. What are the big things that we need to know about EON Mentor XR?
So first, you have to imagine having a personal AI tutor who's an expert in
Okay.
whatever you're trying to learn.
Mm-hmm.
EON Reality says you can create these custom AI characters in minutes.
Wow.
And they're designed to engage in actual conversations,
Okay.
answer your question,
Uh-huh.
and adapt to your learning style.
So hold on, instead of just reading a textbook about physics,
Right.
I could have a virtual Einstein explaining things to me directly.
Exactly.
Wow.
And this isn't just about making things cool.
Yeah.
Research shows that when students feel connected to their instructor, they learn more effectively.
That makes sense.
It makes sense, right?
Yeah.
It's easier to stay engaged and remember information
Yeah.
when you're actively participating in the learning process.
Makes total sense. But it sounds like EON Mentor XR goes even further.
Yeah,
Didn't they also announce something about these crazy immersive learning environments?
they did.
Okay.
EON Mentor XR offers 3 main environments:
Hmm.
Knowledge World, Virtual Campus, and Explorer Mode.
Okay.
Each one is designed to leverage the power of virtual and augmented reality
All right.
to make learning more engaging and effective.
Okay, let's break those down.
Okay.
What's this knowledge world all about? Is it like a virtual museum or something?
It's even more interactive than that. Imagine a 3D world filled with information where you can explore topics in a visual and spatial way.
Okay.
So think about learning about the human body by actually walking through a virtual heart, or understanding history by exploring a 3D recreation of ancient Rome.
Wow, that sounds incredible, especially for visual learners like me.
Right.
What about virtual campus? Does that mean I can finally ditch my commute and attend classes from my couch in my pajamas?
Well, you might still want to wear pants for those virtual classes, but the idea is to create a truly immersive online learning experience.
Okay.
So think attending lectures in a virtual auditorium,
Okay.
collaborating with students from around the world in digital labs,
Uh-huh.
and having access to a vast library of resources, all without leaving your home.
So it's like combining the convenience of online learning
Right.
with the engagement and interaction of a physical campus.
Exactly.
That has huge potential, not just for students, but for anyone who wants to learn something new or upskill for their career. What's this explorer mode I keep hearing about? It sounds a bit more adventurous.
Yeah, that's where EON Reality has gamified learning. Think escape rooms or video games, but for learning real-world skills. You're presented with challenges, you solve problems, and you apply your knowledge in a dynamic and interactive way.
I love that. It taps into that natural human desire to explore and discover,
Yeah.
making the learning process feel less like work and more like a fun challenge.
Exactly, and that's the whole point, right? If we can make learning engaging and enjoyable,
Right.
people are naturally going to be more motivated to learn and retain information better.
Okay, so we've got these awesome AI characters guiding us through these incredibly immersive learning environments.
Right.
But how does EON Mentor XR actually approach the learning process itself?
Yeah.
What kind of structure methods do they use?
So what's interesting is that they're not locked into one single approach.
Okay.
They're combining 3 key learning methodologies:
Okay.
traditional topic-based learning, character-driven education, and a hybrid model that blends the best of both worlds.
So whether you thrive in a structured environment with a clear curriculum or prefer a more personalized and interactive approach, EON Mentor XR has something to offer.
Exactly. Let's take a closer look at each approach
Okay.
and how they fit together within the EON Mentor XR ecosystem.
I'm all ears. Let's start with the familiar one-topic-based traditional learning.
Okay.
How does EON Mentor XR take that classic approach and enhance it with technology?
Think of it like this. You still have your textbooks and learn objectives,
Yeah.
but your AI companion is, though, to bring the material to life.
Okay.
They can answer your questions on the fly, provide extra context, and even tailor the difficulty level
Wow.
based on your understanding.
So it's not about replacing teachers or traditional methods. It's about augmenting them
Right.
with AI support and personalized guidance.
Exactly. Now, where it gets really exciting is with their character-driven education approach.
Okay.
Remember those AI companions we were talking about? They can take on the persona of historical figures or subject matter experts. Imagine having a virtual Marie Curie guiding you through the principles of radioactivity.
Wow.
Or learning about the American Civil War from a virtual Abraham Lincoln.
That's incredible. It makes learning so much more engaging and relatable.
Yeah.
It's like stepping into a living history book. But wouldn't that approach be limited to certain subjects? What about things like math or coding?
That's where the hybrid approach comes in.
Yeah.
EON Mentor XR lets you mix and match these different learning styles.
I see.
So you could start with a traditional lesson on coding fundamentals, then jump into a virtual coding challenge guided by a renowned programmer.
Oh, wow.
The key is flexibility and personalization.
It sounds like they're really trying to cater to different learning preferences and needs.
Yeah.
I'm curious, though, what does EON Reality say about the effectiveness of this approach? Do they have any evidence that this kind of immersive AI-powered learning actually leads to better outcomes?
They do. Their website highlights several studies showing that this type of personalized experiential learning can lead to increased engagement, knowledge retention, and even motivation.
So it's not just about making learning fun, it's about making it stick.
Right.
I'm curious to see how this plays out in the real world.
Yeah.
Do you think EON Mentor XR have the potential to disrupt traditional education as we know it?
That's a big question, and it's hard to predict the future.
Yeah.
But what's exciting is that EON Reality isn't just building a platform. They're building a vision for the future of learning. A future where learning is personalized, accessible, and engaging for everyone.
It makes you wonder, what would education look like if we could truly tailor each student's learning experience to their individual needs and interests?
Right.
That's the kind of potential I see in EON Mentor XR. It's about empowering learners to take control of their own education. But let's be realistic, there must be some challenges and potential downsides too, right?
Of course, with any new technology, especially one as ambitious as this, there are going to be hurdles. One of the biggest will be ensuring equitable access.
Okay.
VR and AR headsets are becoming more affordable, but they're still not within reach for everyone. To make sure that this kind of learning technology doesn't further exacerbate existing inequalities in education.
That's a crucial point.
Yeah.
We can't just assume that everyone has the resources or the infrastructure to participate in these immersive learning experiences.
Yeah.
EON Reality is going to have to think carefully about how to make EON Mentor XR accessible to learners from all socioeconomic backgrounds and geographic locations.
Absolutely. Another challenge will be addressing concerns about data privacy and security.
Okay.
These AI companions are collecting a lot of data about how students learn, their strengths, their weaknesses. It's essential to have robust safeguards in place to protect that information and ensure that it's being used ethically and responsibly.
That's a valid concern. Transparency and trust are going to be paramount if EON Mentor XR is going to gain widespread adoption. Learners need to be informed about how their data is being used, and they need to feel confident that their privacy is being respected.
For sure.
What about the role of teachers in this new world of AI-powered learning? Some people worry that technology like this could eventually make teachers obsolete.
I think that fear is misplaced.
Okay.
Technology can enhance and augment the learning experience, but it can't replace the human element entirely.
Right.
Teachers bring passion, creativity, and empathy to the classroom, qualities that are difficult to replicate in an AI.
I agree. I think the role of the teacher is going to evolve.
Yeah.
They might become more like facilitators or mentors, guiding students through these immersive learning experiences and providing the human connection and support that's so crucial to the learning process. It's about finding that balance between human interaction and technological innovation.
Exactly. It's not an either situation.
Yeah.
It's about using technology to empower both teachers and learners.
Right. And let's not forget the importance of critical thinking in all of this.
Yeah.
While these AI companions can provide incredible amounts of information and guidance, it's essential to encourage students to question, analyze, and evaluate what they're learning.
Absolutely.
We don't want to create a generation of passive consumers of information.
Right.
We need to cultivate critical thinkers who can engage with knowledge in a meaningful and discerning way.
Yeah.
And that requires human guidance and mentorship, along with the right tools and resources.
I think that's a perfect place to wrap up this part of our deep dive.
Okay.
We've covered a lot of ground, from the exciting possibilities of EON Mentor XR to the potential challenges and ethical considerations.
Yeah.
But ultimately, I think this technology represents a bold step forward in the evolution of education.
It really does feel like we're on the cusp of something big here
Yeah,
in education.
for sure.
But let's shift gears for a moment.
Okay.
If you could design your dream learning experience in EON Mentor XR, what would it be? What subject would you want to master? And who would be your virtual guide?
Oh, that's a fun one.
Yeah.
I'd have to go with mastering the art of cooking,
Okay.
guided by a virtual Julia Child, of course.
Oh, wow.
Imagine her witty commentary as I virtually chop vegetables,
Yeah.
learning all her tips and tricks for creating culinary masterpieces.
Now, that's a deep dive.
Yeah.
I'd love to be a fly on the wall I think I'd choose to learn astrophysics
Oh, cool.
with a virtual Carl Sagan as my guide,
Oh, nice.
exploring the vastness of space guided by his poetic insights. Sign me up.
That's the beauty of this technology, isn't it? It makes learning anything feel possible and exciting.
Yeah, it does.
But let's bring it back down to earth for a moment.
Okay.
EON Mentor XR is set to launch in early 2025.
Yeah.
What are you most curious to see as this technology unfolds in the real world?
For me, it's about seeing how educational institutions embrace this.
Yeah.
Will schools and universities fully integrate it into their curriculums?
Right.
Or will it be more of a supplemental tool?
Mm.
And how will they address the cost and accessibility issues we talked about earlier?
Those are great questions. I'm also curious to see how EON Mentor XR evolves.
Yeah.
Will they introduce new features, expand the learning environments, or incorporate emerging technologies like the metaverse?
Yeah.
The potential for innovation seems limitless.
It's like we're at the starting line of a marathon and we're about to witness a whole new era of learning unfold. It's both exciting and a little bit daunting. What advice would you give to someone who's hearing about EON Mentor XR for the first time and wants to learn more?
I'd say first and foremost, embrace the possibilities. This technology has the potential to transform the way we learn, making it more engaging, accessible, and personalized than ever before. Do your research, explore the EON Reality website, and keep an open mind.
The future of learning is unfolding right before our eyes, and it's up to all of us to shape it in a positive and equitable way.
Well said. And on that note, we'll wrap up this deep dive into EON Mentor XR.
Okay.
We've covered a lot of ground, but this is just the beginning of the conversation. I encourage you to continue exploring this fascinating topic and imagine the possibilities for yourself.
And if you had the chance to create your dream learning experience, what would it be? Who would be your AI guide, and what incredible adventure would you embark on? That's something for you to ponder as we step into this exciting new world of AI-powered learning.
Until next time, keep exploring, keep learning, and keep diving deep.